Hi, welcome to this mini video, this short clip video. I'm taking this painting one step on, so we're in the second part. If you haven't already seen it, I advise you watch the drawing that I did that you can see on your screen now, where I explain getting the head right, the head height right or correct for your figures. I explain that in a 5-minute video. So have a look at that, and it should all make more sense. If you're enjoying these short clips, please do remember to subscribe to my channel, and also please hit the like button. If you want notifications of when these videos are uploaded, then hit the little bell icon, and you'll get notification as soon as they arrive on the YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy this one, and hopefully see you at the next one. Let's get some paint going. Not much in the foreground. We'll probably infer with paint the footprints from here in the snow with once we've got some paint going. I wouldn't I've only drawn them in so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's have some fun now with some paint. I think we'll tackle this as we'll drop everything down, a wash down over most of this, maybe everything apart from the hotel building. I tend to use sort of any brush, as long as it's a big brush these days. I don't sometimes favor a flat brush over a round brush. It depends on what it is. Okay, so I could either start with the flat brush. It's your call, really. It's whatever you've done most, you have most experience with, I think. If you're trying out a different brush, maybe you're moving from a flat brush to a round brush, or vice versa. You know, it's your shout. Give it a go. Okay. Right, I'm going to put up in my palette. Let me show you my palette. I just pre-wetted the surface of the palette because I just want the paint to move a little easier. So there's two blues out at the moment: cerulean blue, ultramarine blue. This might sound like a lot of color just for this sort of first wash. That's a bit of alizarin crimson. Now I'm going to use a little bit of white to give us a little bit of an opaque effect to the scene. So there's a purple. I'm going to put a little bit of that cerulean blue in there. A little bit of that white, just a little bit of white to make it slightly opaque. And just going to go in over the wall here. And do you remember what I said about shaping the tops of that wall? I'm only going to do it fairly crudely for the moment. And I will change this. I think we need some warmth in here already. So I'm going to add some burnt sienna. There's that warmth. And I think I'll go into the tower as well back there. That needs to be a little gray. That needs to be a bit cooler. So what I'm doing is I'm going back to my purple mix. Now, if you go too close, I'm painting within the inside of that shape. If I were to go into the sky, of course, all that will drift. So I don't mind a bit of drifting because those are the conditions that we've got here. So don't mind that at all, but within reason. Now, as it goes down there, I'm just going to dot along the top of the wall there as those shapes get smaller and smaller. You can play around with this area. Now, where my finger is now, that's got to go cool. That really has got to go back to the bluey purpley color. So I'm just quickly picking up that blue color, perhaps a tiny bit of alizarin crimson, very small amount. And that can be used very watery up to about there, I think, up to where it meets the right-hand side shops. And while I've got this brush in my hand, I just put a little sort of shadow across, because the light's coming from the right-hand side. So there will be cast shadow from these buildings. I'm just going to go a little bit warmer on where my finger is. That's the left-hand side of the mostly the hotel building. A very weak bit of burnt sienna in here. We will be going over that with a shadowy type color later. Which gets, if you look at that now, they're slightly stronger. So you get a slightly darker area at the top of your building. And we'll just imply a few of these windows that we can see up there. Single hit of the brush each time. And we know the building entrance is about here, so we'll just place up a little bit of alizarin crimson in there as well. There was a little bit of warmth, I think, inside these doorways. So a little bit of burnt sienna on top of that bluey purple that we were using. And I mainly concern myself with the top of that shape. The darker recess is the top, and the right-hand side is, you can imagine yourself going in through the door into the building itself. It gets a bit darker back there. You've got this almost like a comma shape on its tail, stood on its tail. Few more windows. We can apply a few more windows. You've got a quick glance at the photo, straight back down to your painting, and make the mark you thought you saw. We leave this short tutorial here in order to keep them to a more manageable bite-size exercise. If you would like to see the full version of this tutorial, then please consider visiting my website, with the address is on screen now. Here you'll find this tutorial along with many other watercolor tutorials for you to browse. But in the meantime, I will be putting up the next short clip, and hope that you can stick with this, and do please feel free to leave comments, hit the like button, subscribe, and so that we can keep these going.